XRP is at the center of the following generation change in the cryptocurrency market. Come on, guys, it's pretty clear in your eyes, isn't it? All you have to do is open your eyes and see. I've been telling you that this coin is moving up and will unapologetically take the top spot. Why don't you seize this opportunity and make generational wealth from the price movement on this coin? There is no doubt that XRP could easily feed your family for the next centuries if you invest in it early enough. What's up, guys? Welcome to Moneyside, where we let the money do the talking. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and let's make this money together. There is so much to share on XRP, so stick around to the end as I highlight some of the signs and why I believe XRP is going to the moon. So buckle up and let's get started. Blood or Crypto shared an exciting post that's worth noting. The post says, I should have bought XRP at $65, $2, $10, $50, and $589. Don't regret generational wealth. And to be honest, this makes total sense. The same thing that's currently happening with Bitcoin will likely happen to anyone who didn't invest in XRP at the right time. Once the coin hits the $10,000 mark, then there are already traders swimming in wealth. The Bitcoin move made thousands, if not millions of citizens colossal chunks of change. And if you do it right, the crypto market could do the same thing for you. But you should be cautious. There's so much FOMO that people end up investing in cryptos that are already in a downtrend to the grave. In such a case, you will lose all your investment. More importantly, we will soon have regulations in the crypto world that could result in the death of close to 99% of the cryptos in the market. Yes, you heard that right. CBDCs are set to change the game forever. The US will likely push their FedCoin agenda up a notch to complete the coin and launch it before the court case between the SEC and Ripple is over. Yes, it seems as if the US government, through the SEC, has been trying to stall Ripple to create a competing coin that can maximize the opportunities of CBDCs. But what do I keep telling you guys? Ripple and XRP are unstoppable. Above all, this company has already made fruitful partnerships with different world banks, which will help push its mission to the next level. So even if the US government tries to penetrate the market with their CBDC, Ripple will already be 10 steps ahead. Another tweet worth sharing is this post by FRB Services, stating the demand for instant payments is growing. Learn why the time to modernize the US payment system is now. And that's quite right. I mean, we all operate depending on speed. We need faster transactions. Thanks to cross-border businesses, we can now trade with the global world within less than hours. XRP is set to change that to minutes, if not seconds, in terms of cross-border payments. The best part is that the transaction fees will be low, so you don't have to worry about any extra charges. Now is the time to modernize the US payment system, and Ripple is at the heart of this modernization. The government only needs to accept it and embrace this coin. Heck, even use XRP's liquidity to launch the first successful CBDC in the US. Imagine if that happens. It could be a complete game changer, especially for anyone holding XRPs in their wallet. But before you bite my head off, we've seen even crazier things happen in the crypto world. Like, for instance, how the heck did Elon end up supporting Doge? The one coin that has an unlimited supply and, sorry to say, a total joke. Yes, sure, it's making millions through tweets from Elon, but that's that. What happens when Elon all of a sudden decides to stop tweeting about Doge? That's 100% or more for anyone holding the coin. The best advice I'd ever give anyone with Doge is only to purchase this coin with money that you can spare. Otherwise, if you invest everything you have, the coin could quickly liquidate you. A good example is this guy, Pro the Doge, who became an overnight sensation for making millions on Doge. It's pretty clear that Doge only flourishes on hype, and he clearly states that in his video. Additionally, his coins are stuck in Robinhood at the moment. Who else can smell a rat here? Anyway, he sounds like a pretty nice guy, and he's using his opportunity to educate people on Doge. In my honest opinion, he shouldn't have borrowed money and invested everything he has in Doge. Crypto 101 is always to diversify your wallet before the market changes its trends. Anyway, enough of that. Let's take a look at some other news. Christine Lagarde, the president of the ECB, the central bank for the Euros, shared an interesting tweet that speaks volumes on the relevance of XRP in the market. The tweet says, "As the pandemic passes, we need to shift focus from preserving the economy to transforming it. To do that, we must redirect investment towards the green and digital sectors. Read my speech at the Brussels Economic Forum. Guys, all this is open and free for you to see. The president of the Europe Central Bank is eyeing CBDCs. And since Ripple is making partnerships in Europe, guess their #1 priority right now? The European Central Bank also shared a tweet stating the digital euro would be for all Europeans to use, from everywhere to everybody and everywhere they want to send the money in the euro area. It would be risk-free and simply technological process, says Executive Board member Fabio Panetta at the EFBU's online event. In the video, Fabio speaks about CBDCs and how they will operate. You'll get the chance to store your coins on your smartphone, and you don't have to take cash with you everywhere you go. They also say they will need a bridge for their CBDC, which is Ripple. RippleNet offers a cross-border bridge and also at the same time connects fiat to crypto. And that's not the only enterprise that's looking at Ripple for solutions. The Bank for International Settlement recently posted on its website. The article that the BIS published reads, "Central bank digital currencies are moving from concept to practical design and renew the institution of money in a new form, designed for the digital age," writes the Bank for International Settlements in its Annual Economic Report 2021. The report lays out the design choices for CBDCs, which alongside cash would be issued and backed by a central bank. It offers an economic analysis of their implications for consumers, financial institutions, and the central bank itself. CBDCs would build on the central bank's traditional roles in the payment system to ensure that payments are final and certain, that there is enough liquidity for the payment system to function, and that the playing field is level, by making central bank money available on an equal basis to all parties. BIS analysis finds that CBDCs would best function as a part of a two-tier system where the central bank and the private sector work together to do what each does well. The central bank would operate the core of the system and ensure its safety and efficiency, while the private sector, such as banks and payment service providers, would use its innovative capacity to serve customers. From a practical perspective, the BIS says the most promising CBDC design would be one tied to a digital identity, requiring users to identify themselves to access funds. A careful design would balance protecting users against the abuse of personal data with protecting the payment system against money laundering and financial crime. In addition, the BIS says international cooperation on design will be vital if central banks are to harness the full benefits of CBDCs and improve cross-border payments while countering foreign currency substitution. The special chapter also includes analyses on the architecture of CBDCs and how they would fit into the financial ecosystem, the international dimension of CBDC issuance, and the implications for cross-border payments. Project Helvetia, which demonstrated the feasibility of integrating tokenized assets and central bank money, application programming interfaces, and how they could act as a bridge between different providers and simplify transactions. The summary is that through CBDCs, companies can find solutions for counterfeit foreign currencies and cross-border payment. In other words, they are trying to say they are looking for a solution based on blockchain technology, which eliminates counterfeits, and a solution that has cross-border payments. Do I have to spell it out for you? XRP. I don't know how many times I could tell you this. XRP is the one. That said, let's head on over and take a look at the technical analysis. Now we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. XRP is sitting around a strong weekly support zone in green, so we will be looking for buy setups. Before we buy, we want the buyers to prove that they are taking over again. You don't want to buy a bearish market, right? XRP is forming a channel in red, but our upper trend line is not valid yet. So we're waiting for a new swing high to form around it to consider it our trigger swing. Projection in purple. The trigger is waiting for that swing to form and then buy after a momentum candle close above it in the gray zone. Meanwhile, until the buy is activated, XRP would be overall bearish and can still trade lower. Please keep in mind we are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. Thank you again very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and click on that subscribe button below. turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.